Welcome back to the Comprehensible Input English vlog. Today I'm going to be exploring District 1 in Ho Chi Minh City, aka Saigon. I'm going to bring you guys along with me. First thing I want to do is get some coffee, because I've been kind of addicted to Vietnamese coffee and I need coffee to function properly now, so that's what we're going to go get right away. Right now I'm at the Vincom Center. The weather is actually kind of nice today. It's overcast, so it's not super hot, and it is pretty much rainy season now. It's been raining pretty much every single day that I've been here. Well, this is the Vincom Center. It is one of the biggest buildings here. And the thing with Vietnam is that they don't really have like a mall culture. There's not that many malls here. Unlike Malaysia or Indonesia or Thailand, where they have malls basically every corner. Here, there's not that many malls. I don't know the reason for it, but it is surprising. And I actually like going to a mall to hang out, especially when it's hot, but you can't really do that often here. I'm walking towards the north now, towards the Cathedral. I don't know if you can see the scaffolding over there, but I'm gonna try to find a coffee shop or just a little coffee cart around there so I can get my coffee fix. Okay, so this is the Cathedral. It's just over here. It's called the Notre Dame Cathedral of Saigon. So it's been under construction for the longest time. Like, I remember when I was here 2 years ago now, it was still under construction. So I don't know how long this project is supposed to take, but it's taken a really long time. But anyway, fun fact over here, I don't know if you can see the flag there, but that is the Canadian flag. So the Consulate of Canada is just over there. I've never been in there, but I'd like to go see what it looks like. And you know, I'm proud to be Canadian. That is the Central Post Office. Kind of cool to see. I've been in there before, and a cool thing you can do in there is you can send out a postcard from that post office to your home country. I could get a coffee here at the Highlands Coffee, but two reasons I'm not gonna do that. First of all, this is a really busy area, and second of all, that's like a chain coffee. I don't really want to drink chain coffee. Anyway, here is a side view of the cathedral. You can see all the new bricks they've added. So they've only got the front and the back to finish up. So hopefully in the next year or two, it'll be open. This is interesting. I didn't know this was here. I don't remember this being here, but this is Ho Chi Minh Book Street. You can go take a look and see what they got along this street, but I can guess they're gonna have a lot of books. All these are individual bookstores. If you're a big reader, this is the spot to come. It's really cool. It's nice and busy too. Not that many foreigners. There's more like local Asian tourists, I think. I think the busy season for foreigners is over once the rainy season starts. So that's the whole book street. It's just one regular city block of books. So if you like to get new books, I'm sure they got English books. They got all different languages. You can go check it out. I'm sure the prices might be a little bit higher than a regular bookstore outside of that area, but still, I'm sure you can find some good deals and some cool books there as well. So there are a lot of different government buildings in District 1 in the center of the city. This is one of them here, and I really like the architecture. They use a lot of yellows, oranges, and red colors in the architecture, especially with government buildings, and I really like to see it. It looks very beautiful. I know Vietnam has a lot of French inspiration, so a lot of the architecture is French inspired, but then they put their own twist on it. So you can only find this architecture in Vietnam. Okay, this is like a weird intersection that they have. I just crossed the road over there, That's the back side of the cathedral. And over there is the Independence Palace. So I'm gonna cross the road here. I'm not gonna go to that Starbucks Reserve because who's drinking Starbucks when they're traveling, right? But I am gonna keep walking this way to find some better coffee. Here we have another mall. Or I don't think this is a mall, this is a department store. This is the Lotte, oh no, it is a mall. Diamond Plaza Mall with the Lotte department store inside of it. If you don't know Lotte, it's a Korean company. So Korea has a lot of influence in Vietnam. They have a lot of companies here set up, including Lotte. I've just seen Lotte grocery stores and Lotte department stores, but they might have other businesses here as well. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna get my coffee. It's another Highland, but this one is out of the center, so it's not that busy. Let's go through the glass door here. Okay, so I just ordered my coffee. This is my receipt, the white piece of paper, and this is my buzzer. So this beeps when my coffee is ready, and it's gonna come right there. So it shouldn't take that long. I'm gonna wait for it to come. Okay, so this is the coffee I ordered. It is a large, which is the largest size they have, the biggest size, iced coffee with condensed milk. So iced coffee with condensed milk is very Vietnamese. You're not gonna find that in many other countries around the world, and it is so delicious. They use a different bean here. It's called a Robusta bean, and I find it a lot more delicious than an Arabica bean. Even though it's much stronger, it's not super acidic like Arabica. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here outside. I just ordered over there, but I'm gonna sit out here and look in my map and see where I wanna go in District 1. So I'll open up my phone, and I already had my map open. This blue dot here is where I am now, and I have a lot of things saved on my map. So I'm gonna see what I have saved there on here and what I wanna go look at. And then I'm gonna bring you guys along there. So I just finished my coffee. I'm feeling a lot better now. I actually feel awake. And I'm gonna go to a place called Turtle Lake. It's just a few blocks north of where the coffee shop was. It's circular and it's got a cool like island in the middle that you can walk up into. Okay, so here I am. I'm at Turtle Lake now, and it is right over there. It is a lake in the middle of a roundabout. So I'm gonna cross the crosswalk over here, the white and red crosswalk, and then make my way to the center there. I should have come to this Highland coffee right here because it has a much better view of the crosswalk. But I think the road is clear now. So I'm gonna cross without getting hit, hopefully. And here we are, I made it. This is Turtle Lake. So I don't know where it got the name from, maybe from its round shape. But there's all these little walkways that you can walk around on. And then there's a staircase that goes to the center. So that's where I wanna go. I wanna go up to that top platform area. Okay, here we go. These are the stairs to go up to the center. Oh, actually, I think I've got some bad news. It looks like it's blocked. So I guess it's closed today, even though I could definitely just step over this gate. I'm not gonna break the rules and go inside there, but there's a lot of nice flowers here. This is a nice like magenta colored flower. And then this flower is white. They look like the same type of plant. If you know what type of plant this is, put that down in the comments, but they look the same other than the color. So the only differences are this one is white and this one is pink magenta. Anyway, other than that, there's not much in here. I guess this would be a nice like photo spot at night. I'm guessing this lights up. It honestly looks like a lotus flower, which is most likely what it's modeled after. From up here, you can get a good view of like the walkways and the lake. It does not look that deep at all, maybe just a few feet. And I do see some fish in there as well. Some goldfish, or I don't think these are goldfish actually. I think they're koi fish. koi fish. They're the orange koi fish with spots, white spots, black spots. So I see some of those down there. Maybe we can get a better look at them. You can see there, they're all kind of bundling up along the edge. That's what you call a school of fish. A group of fish is a school of fish. I'm sure if you've seen Finding Nemo, you would know that word already, but you see the fish there. They're hiding underneath these walkways, but they're still swimming around looking for food. Oh, here comes the school. They don't look very big. They look maybe 4 inches long, and there's a bunch more there. I wonder if someone comes and feeds these fish. That would be cool to know. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of garbage in here too, but not that much. It's actually really clean for being in the center of the city. So I'm sure there is a caretaker that is coming to take care of Turtle Lake. Oh, it's very nice though. This would be a good spot to come and take pictures. I know Vietnamese people love to take pictures. I always see them walking around with professional cameras and just taking lots of pictures. So they do know the best spots to take pictures, and they use really good gear, which is nice to see. I like to see people getting into photography and videography, not just using their phone, using a dedicated camera. Anyway, that was Turtle Lake. I like this lake. It's nice and calming. There are lots of benches around the edge, so you can go to any number of coffee shops on this roundabout and get some coffee, come here, sit down and relax, especially at night. Well, maybe you don't want to drink coffee at night. That might not be a good idea. But you can get a drink and just come here, relax, look at the fishes, maybe even feed the fish if you want. I know a lot of people find that relaxing, but it's a nice area. Nice and peaceful in this busy, busy city. Okay, I'm walking on the sidewalk now to my next destination, but I just wanted to show you a few things around here. So in the center here, they have these textured concrete blocks, and that is for somebody that is blind or visually impaired, and they have a walking stick. They can use this walking stick to feel these grooves and know which way they should be walking. But anyway, we're going to the War Remnants Museum right now. I don't think I'm going to go in. I'm just going to walk by and tell you a few things about the museum, because I have been there before, and to be honest, it is a little sad to go inside and see what is inside there. They have a lot of pictures of what happened during the Vietnam War, and it just makes you sad to see all the death and injury that happened during that time. Now back to the sidewalk talk. You can see here, I just crossed the road over there, and they don't have those textured bricks for visually impaired people. The systems here are not that well integrated if you have a disability where you need a walking stick. So you're most likely better off walking with a guide dog or with someone else guiding you where you need to go. Here we have a nice park. Looks really relaxing in there. I actually like how much greenery they have in District 1, and they really prioritize putting out a lot of trees. You can see here there's a lot of trees, but a lot of this park is being used for motorcycle parking. I don't know the statistics, but I think the motorcycle count is like 2 to 1. So there's maybe, for every person that lives here, there's 2 motorcycles. I'll fact check that here. But there are so many scooters everywhere, and they need places to park. So they're parking in the park and parking on the sidewalks. A lot of the time you can't actually walk on the sidewalk because there are motorcyclists parked there, but they need to park somewhere, and the sidewalk's the best option because it's the closest to wherever you need to be. Here we have something cool. It is a 3-wheeler or a tuk-tuk. They actually don't have a lot of those here. Like you see some like heavy duty ones that are used to haul things around, but not transportation ones. I think it's because scooters are so much more popular that they don't really need tuk-tuks here, but they do have them in the neighboring country of Cambodia. Those are a lot more popular as transportation. So if you ever travel there, you can actually order one on grab and then use it just like you would a scooter or a car in Vietnam. In Thailand, they also have tuk-tuks, but those are very touristy. And it's also highly likely that you'll get overcharged on those tuk-tuks because you can't really pre-book them. You have to go and negotiate with the driver. Okay, here we are. This is the War Remnants Museum. I'm gonna go check it out. Look at the size of this helicopter though. That's the propeller at the top there. Massive. You can get a better look here. It's the museum back there, and this is a huge, I think it's called a Chinook helicopter. Anyway, this is where you go to buy your ticket. And then that's the entrance. You can see they have another helicopter here. This is a smaller one. I think that's called a Huey. I've seen it a lot in like Vietnamese war movies. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the War Remnants Museum. So the name, war, means like a large-scale conflict with many different people, many different groups. And remnants means what's left over. So the museum is showing what's left over of the war, particularly the Vietnam War. I've been there before, so I know what they have in there. And you can do guided tours as well. I don't think it's very expensive to get in. It costs this much as of 2026. And they have a lot of stories in there, photographs. They have weapons and uniforms. And on the outside, they have like full-size vehicles that were used in the Vietnam War. So they have tanks, helicopters, planes. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you like history, if you like war history, then it's definitely a museum to check out. I would definitely recommend going to that one. Wow, I just found this really cool building. Look at this. Looks straight out of like a Dr. Seuss cartoon or something. I don't know what they sell there. Actually, I could probably tell. It's Vietnamese food, authentic Vietnamese food. These right here, these are Jeeps. You can see the logo on the side. And those are really popular for touring around Ho Chi Minh City. So you can rent those with a driver, obviously, to take you around the different touristic spots in Ho Chi Minh City. I've never done it before. I kind of like doing tours on my own, so I can go at my own pace and I don't have to be stuck in a group. But it is really fun. This is another way to get around too. The double-decker bus. That is a really popular way to get around as well. I've done those. I really love those. You can check out my short form videos because I always like to go on a double-decker bus in any new city I'm in. So I was just walking on that side of the sidewalk, but they're cutting all these trees. They're trimming them down. Oh, they're actually trimming them a lot. There's not much left of that one. But we can't walk there because there are falling branches. And I don't want to walk there anyway because I do not want to get hit by one of those falling branches. It's good that they're maintaining it though, because it just looks cleaner and looks better. They also did this side here. Here you can get a better look. They're up there cutting down the trees. It's actually a really safe way to do it. Like they don't have to climb the tree. They go up there with a chainsaw and they use a chainsaw to cut down those trees. Okay, so I want to show you something fun here that you can do in Saigon. So they have these TN Go bikes and mini electric scooters. So these are the electric scooters and these are the bikes. You scan this QR code on each individual one and you can go download the app and rent this electric scooter or bike and use it to ride around the city. They have something similar in Canada and in North America too. It's called a Lime bike. And they also had Bird. There's a bunch of different names that these companies have around the world, but they are essentially the same. Like you can rent by the minute these scooters and bikes to ride around the city. It definitely beats walking, but I actually enjoy walking. Anyway, we are now in another park. This is the Independence Palace Park. So the Independence Palace is over there somewhere. You can't really see it here, but we can walk that way. Anyway, there's a lot of different traffic on the roads here. So the most common form of transportation is the scooter. As you can see here, a lot of different companies make scooters, and Vietnamese people love to use scooters to ride around. The next form of transportation is a car. So that's the second most popular way to get around, is by car. The only thing is it takes a little bit longer to move around, especially during rush hour, just because of the traffic. It gets really crazy around Saigon, but it is a good way to get around. And you're in a vehicle with AC, so you're not like overheating or anything. And last but not least, there's buses. It is the cheapest way to get around, but it obviously takes the longest to get anywhere, and you're not going directly to your destination. You gotta stop at different bus stops. Okay, so I'm gonna go get something to eat now. Before the rain comes, I feel like I wanna eat some pho. So I'm gonna go meet up with my brother right now, and we're gonna go eat some Vietnamese pho. Most likely beef pho, but we'll see what they got at the restaurant we're going to. It's about a 12-minute walk there. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am sweating a lot. It's like just under 30 degrees right now, and the heat is getting to me. I don't feel dizzy or anything, but I am sweating a lot. While I'm walking there, I'm gonna point out a few things to you guys, and we'll learn some English along the way. So this right here is a wall. It is a high wall. I can't see over it, and it is for security and privacy to protect what is on the other side of the wall, which is the Independence Palace in this case. Over here we have a trash can. I really like to see this all over the city because it means you can easily throw your garbage away and not have to throw it on the floor. I mean, personally, I'm not throwing it on the floor. I'm keeping it on my person until I find a trash can. But I know a lot of people would just throw it on the floor, which is never good for the quality of your city or keeping your city nice and beautiful and attractive. Here we have some little bushes. So these are all really nicely maintained. They have a little perimeter around the bush, and everything is trimmed to be a rectangular shape. I really like how they take care of this area, because this is probably one of the most important buildings and areas in Vietnam. Here we have a different type of barrier. So this is a fence. This is a metal fence with spikes on top. Now this you can see through, so it's not for privacy. It's just to discourage people entering this area. So I think someone could still climb it, but there are security guards like that will come and stop you. Around touristy places like the Independence Palace, there are a lot of these tour buses. So these tour buses take big tourist groups around and drop them off at every single tourist place. And it's a nice way to get around if you like being in tour groups. If you like going solo, if you like doing things by yourself, that's usually not the best way to do it because it will take a long time to get around to each place. But I notice it's really popular with older people, or certain nationalities really like to take it. Like, I see a lot of Chinese tour groups. They get guides that speak their language and can show them everything in their language. Another thing that's dotted around the city are these ATMs here. So if you need to draw cash fast, you can walk into an ATM and use your card to draw cash. You always want to keep a little bit of cash with you to pay for things. Okay, we're close to the restaurant I'm going to eat at. So there's one more thing I want to show you. This right here, this separate lane from the main lane, is a bicycle lane. Now normally, in most countries, this would be exclusive to bicycles, but here in Vietnam, it's more of an exclusive scooter lane. Not a lot of bicycles using this, it's more just for scooters. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be eating. It's called Pho 24, and they have just pho here. It's actually really good. I'll show you the menu really quick. That's the menu. I'm probably gonna get one of these beef phos and then some sort of drink. I'm gonna order my food now. This is the food kiosk. Who's this guy? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna order with vodka. Okay, this is what I'm gonna get, a small beef pho with a drink. because I am not that hungry. I'm gonna get it with beef balls.
Damn, are you sweating? It's not even hot out.
I've been walking all day, and I'm gonna get a Coke to drink. So that's my order. Okay, so this is what I got to eat. A small pho with beef balls. I had a bit of a breakfast and I just had a coffee, so I'm not that hungry, but I think this is just the perfect size. And then I'll have dinner later on, because it is 1 o'clock right now, so I don't want to eat anything super big. So I just put in some bean sprouts. I'm gonna put some lime in here as well. And I'm gonna put in some hoisin sauce. Oh, I don't think it's open. Oh, there we go, I just opened it. Damn, that's tight. And a little bit of chili. Now I'm gonna mix this up and take a bite out of it. Okay, first bite, I'm just gonna get a bit of noodle and some bean sprouts. That broth is really delicious. It's beefy, it's nice and clear, and then I added just the right amount of sweetness and spiciness with the sauces. Let's try this meatball. That's my favorite protein. Actually, my favorite protein is the shank, but the ball is a close second. It's really good. I'm gonna kill this, and then we're gonna keep going. Okay, that was some really good pho at Pho 24. I'm pretty sure it's a chain, but it still has really good pho. So if you want to try it out, I would definitely recommend it. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, put it down in the comments. Let me know if you've been to Vietnam before and what places you like to visit. I want to get some recommendations. I want to go check it out, and I want to bring you guys along as well.